About 54% of the total land available is used for agriculture. This 54% use of the land also affects the environment, which is possible by converting the wasteland. So what can be done? What is the solution? Let's read. The first is forests. Forests are also a major source of wood. We know that we get wood from the forest. The forests are being depleted due to overgrazing of animals. This leads to creation and conditions in some of the forest areas where the land is no more suitable for growth. Overgrazing, people leave their animals for grazing in the forest. This makes the soil hard and impermeable and reduces organic matter. So what is the solution? Afforestation is a method which can be used for developing and conserving the forest. Afforestation, the planting of trees, the planting of more trees. The next is water. Water is the basic necessity of life. Poor sanitation pollutes the water and it carries germs. Overexploitation of groundwater depletes the water table and leads to problems. This water used by tube well irrigation more than what is actually available. So what is the effect? The groundwater level in the cities where there are no rivers, the groundwater level in the city goes down, and therefore the renewable resources of water are less. The high rates of extraction of the water reduces the amount of water underground. The area irrigated by groundwater has increased 5 times. These are the effects on the environment. This has caused an adverse effect on the crop production. Next are the minerals. They are the substances obtained from the earth through the process of mining. When mining is done, then minerals from the earth are extraction, but these minerals are not forming now. They were formed predominantly in regions like mountains, lakes, during the formation of the earth. The continental shelves and other places where the minerals are formed, they are being extracted. They are distinctly different from the organic resources. Owing to this, drainage, collapse, landslides are risks associated with mining. Whenever mining is done, then you extract minerals from the earth. So when you will remove substances from the earth, the place inside the earth will become empty. As a result, there will be landslide. So when people start doing mining, they start extracting stones and all from the places. This causes landslide. Overutilization of resources has caused and affected relationships between the degradation of natural resources and their usage. The degradation of land, which occurs because of improper land using of excess cropping, shifting, and human and animal pressure, leads to soil erosion. Desertification, forming of deserts, siltation, harbors, reservoirs. These are various effects of overexploitation of resources. Similarly, the degradation of water through excessive irrigation, overuse of water has caused loss of fresh drinking water. The greenery of the earth is also affected when people start cutting the forest for construction. Man-made activities, a necessary evil. The various activities which are done by man, they are considered to be an evil, bad for the environment, but they are necessary. Industrialization, the first man-made evil is industrialization. Now we can't live without industries. These industries are in the urban and the semi-urban places. Due to unplanned growth of population, it was found to have more industries. This rapid industrialization is the result of which has caused the technological advancements and also better returns to the people for their jobs. Industries require large amount of energy, which increases the stress on the natural. So when there will be more and more industries, more and more resources from the earth will be extracted. Our government is making effort to control industrial pollution by locating various affected cities by industrial pollution. The Supreme Court of India also has instructed the government to close down industries. Now, these industries, if you close, then people will have no job. But industrial pollution can be controlled by having proper laws for controlling the pollution. Use of synthetic material, another problem which has affected the environment is using of more and more synthetic material. Now synthetic materials are being used in the industry in a large amount, and these synthetic substances, when they are used by the farmers, they increase the level of pollution in the groundwater and surface water. The nitrates, which are the fertilizers used by the plants, the synthetic materials cause a serious disease in the infants. It has been found that the chemicals which are used and the chemicals which are used in the water, they cause a serious disease in the infants, which is called the methyglobemia or the blue babies. The blue babies means the children who are newly born, they turn blue in color. This happens because the blood in the body of the children, it gets collected in the veins, and as a result the blue after some time in the skin turns blue in color, and therefore the children are called blue, so they die at a very young age. Another problem of eutrophication is there in the lakes, where the lakes turn green in color because of the collection of large amount of algae on the water. This adds to environmental pressure. The use of packing industries, the throwaway cans and other substances also cause pollution. This generates solid wastes that are disposed of, which cause land pollution. Various fertilizers, polythene bags and plastics are harmful for animals which consume the waste of these products. They choke the sewage and affecting the proper disposal of the waste. So the main thing which we have read in this chapter is the food substances which we are using, they are part of our life, but the waste which is produced in packing them and storing them, that causes problem. So the plastics, here they have talked about the plastics, they choke the sewage which affects the disposal of the waste. One of our food products, vanaspati ghee, is vegetable oil which is actually prepared artificially from synthetic material, contains vanaspati ghee, looks like a ghee only, but it is made from oil and it is a liquid which is converted into partially solid form, and it affects the health of the consumers. So this is considered to be unhealthy for the health because it is a saturated fat and it can cause blockage of the arteries and collection of cholesterol in the body. Now if we see the fill in the blanks of the chapter, GEMS stand for Global Environment Monitoring System, GEMS, and GAP, the Ganga Action Plan. GAP is the Ganga Action Plan. Dash in Agra, the Taj Mahal in Agra is being damaged due to pollution. So you know about this. Increase in poverty is one of the serious effects of what? Why does the poverty increase? Because of the population growth. Rapid industrialization is the result of technological advancement. When there is a fast growth in industry, that is caused because of the technological growth. Vanaspati is prepared artificially from from the substances. It is prepared from oil and synthetic substances, and it contains acids, the fatty acids. So vanaspati is prepared artificially from synthetic materials. Now true and false, increasing population and urbanization has reduced has reduced the degradation. This is false because industrialization and urbanization has increased. NERI stands for National Environment Efficiency Research Institute. This is false. This is not efficiency research. Then the gap between the rich and the poor is reducing due to increase in population. This is false because the gap is not reducing, it is increasing. Delhi is one of the severely affected city from the industrial pollution. This is true, and you must be hearing that now also it is the mostly polluted city. Increased concentration of nitrates, which are the chemicals used by the farmers. This causes blue babies in humans. True. So we already read why it is called blue babies.